What's up, guys? It's Caesar from the band Arson Academy, which you're on right now. And I just wanted to take a little time and just kind of talk about my influences and my thoughts on the music scene and what I think was going to happen to the category of rock, which seems to be non-existent at the time. But it exists, it's there, right? My first band was Exit 21, which was with Cole. I played bass there. We played a couple years. It was really fun. Then after that, me and Jose, who plays bass now for us, we started a band called Runaway Satellite. And we played one party show, and it was really fun. I played guitar there and was singing just a couple of songs. But a lot of woes and fwoes. He knows what I'm talking about. And now Arson Academy with Cole and Jose and Liam and Nick, which was really, I really like this band. It's a fun band and we get along good and we're all old, goofy bastards is what we are. Regular childhood. I never had like expensive toys or anything like that, expensive shoes or stuff that kids wanted. But one thing that was never short was music. There was always music playing in my house. You know, the old 50s, the 60s, the 70s and stuff like that. So I was always listening to things like that. I always gravitated towards the Beatles and Jimi Hendrix, and you know, that's more 70s, but it was definitely always around. I remember I got a drum set, a Smurf drum set, when I was like 4 years old, and I remember playing it, and I remember I liked it a lot. And my cousin, who shall remain nameless, he denies it, but it was very clear that it was him. He kicked my bass drum in from the front, so that pretty much ended that drum set. That son of a bitch. But then when I was 14 or 15, I got a guitar for Christmas, an acoustic guitar, and I started playing some stuff on it and just kind of diddling around with it. I didn't know how to tune it or anything. And then I learned how to play Come As You Are by Nirvana. That was the first song I ever learned how to play. And I felt really good about myself then. Now that I pre-play it, it's like the simplest shit you ever could learn on guitar. But, you know, that's where it started. So I was badass. I did take some general classes, but I mean, it was nothing awesome. I think it was at a church, and they just taught like the major chords, which I still don't know the chords. I don't know how to read music. I just go simply by ear, or somebody pointing, just play it right there at that fret. Like, okay, cool. Around the same time when I got really interested in my guitar playing, I started getting my own sense of you know, my music likings. Back then I was still trying to do the typical, you know, ghetto rap, I'm hardcore, gangsta shit stuff, but I never felt comfortable with it. I mean, now that I listen back to the stuff that I used to listen to back then, I mean, it's still, I can still get down with it, you know, like Eazy-E and Dr. Dre and all that stuff. That's still in me, but I definitely gravitated towards the rock and roll, towards the rock, towards the loud stuff. And it really didn't start until after Kurt Cobain, you know, committed suicide, and I really got interested in Nirvana, and then Weezer came out, and then Green Day came out, and then it was just an explosion of all this amazing, awesome music to me. And I remember the first CD I ever got was the Suicide Machines. I think it was a self-titled one, the ones with the song No Face on it, and that just blew me away. And it was on from there, you know, like Smashing Pumpkins, Green Day, Blink-182, just all these really cool sounding bands, and I really started liking the super fast stuff, the super loud stuff, and I was ousted sometimes at school because I liked that, and that's not the typical thing I used to, you know, I'm supposed to like. I'm this Mexican kid, why do I like this white boy music? That's how I always get that. I still get that to this day every now and then. But you know what? Music is music. It's not about race. Everybody always tries to make a race issue about everything. Right? But I always told everybody to suck it. Suck this. That's right. So then I started getting interest in concerts and things like that, and I remember my first concert that I ever went to was the Smashing Pumpkins back in 1996. They played at the San Diego Sports Arena, and I was blown away about how amazing they were live. It was the original lineup. They still had Jimmy Chamberlain, Darcy on bass. They had James on guitar, and he was wearing the Zero shirt. I mean, it was a melancholy tour, which was really cool. And after that, I was like, wow, I want to go to more shows. So then I don't remember what exact show it was, but Goldfinger had that song Here in Your Bedroom. And I really love that CD, their self-titled CD. And I think me and my friend Zach, we went to, I want to say it was at Cane's down in Mission Bay here in San Diego. And Goldfinger was coming. And when I went and saw them, that completely changed. That changed me right then and there, because I saw how much energy they were exerting out and how awesome they were live. And at that moment I was like, I need to be in a band. This is what I want to do. I want to be in a band from then on. So if you see me live, you'll see a lot of influence from the Goldfinger shows, because they used to jump around on stage, give so much energy, really feel the songs, really getting the crowd into it. And that's my inspiration to my live antics. If you guys see me, on stage, you know that I'm a little crazy on there, and that's where it comes from. Just seeing Goldfinger and really enjoying myself with that, and it was really fucking cool. And I'm gonna continue to do that forever and ever. Even at 85, I'm gonna throw my oxygen tank in the crowd and tell everybody to fuck off. Yeah. Hey, look. It's an Albertsons truck. Woo! I'm talking about going to shows and being really excited for the next show. Warped Tour was awesome in those days, and all those little festivals around town. I don't see that in the music scene nowadays, and that's the really frustrating part, because people aren't coming to shows. They're not leaving their houses to see bands. I mean, there's still quite a bit of people that do that still. They'll still make it out to shows. I'm not just talking about our band. I'm just talking in general. People would kill their backs to go to shows back when I used to do that. And I just don't see that. And it's a little sad, because everybody's just glued to the YouTube and the Facebook posts about, oh, look at this band. I streamed their show. I downloaded their CD. And they're really cool. Oh, you want to go see them? Nah. It's like, dude, you gotta go to a live show. It's just frustrating. I want that generation of kids who would kill to go to a show and watch a band, because there's nothing better than being at a show and jumping up and down and singing along with a bunch of strangers and just having a good old time, sweating on top of each other, pushing each other around. It's so much fun. I just don't understand how just people aren't that excited about live music anymore, and that's really sad. It's really the Grammys just announced all their nominees and things like that, and the rock category is absolutely weak. There's like nothing in rock. It really pisses me off when they consider a band that doesn't even have a drummer. They have a drum machine as their drummer, and they call them rock. It's like, no, nope, sorry. But I have a feeling of how trends work in this society of ours, and that everything repeats itself. And I have a feeling that the rock is going to come back, and it's going to come back strong. I do have a very good belief in that. And the reason I say that is because, swing came back in the 90s. Ska came back for a little while. Punk came back for a little while. And now we're in that weird kind of disco electronic stage. And it's going to go into the god-awful 80s of, the Flock of Seagulls type stuff. And then there's going to be a reemergence of the rock and roll. I just have a feeling that that's going to happen. And just wait and see. I have a big hard-on for that. I do believe that, and I do believe that rock and roll is going to be on top of the charts, on top of everybody's lists, and it's going to take over again. I just know it. And could it be us? Thanks for watching, guys. I hope my rants and stuff didn't pull you away, but that's who I am. I'm taking over this bitch for today. Come out to a show. We don't have anything lined up at the moment, but just come out to a show and we'll show you exactly what rock and roll is all about. And stay tuned. Spread the word. All the info stuff here is on the page, so spread the word. Thank you so much for watching, and thanks for liking us, and thanks for believing in us. And I'll see you at a show. I'm driving.